Hello! This is ATCB with our very first filmed roleplay content, I think. Yes?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Today we're playing what the kind of flagship of the new breed of games masterless role-playing systems, which is Fiasco by Jason Morningstar of Bully Pulpit Games. It's basically the role-playing equivalent of a kind of dark farce film, so like a Coen Brothers sort of thing, Blood Simple, Fargo, Big Lebowski, stuff like that, where you're going to create your characters in this communal sense, run through a load of scenes, and at the end everything goes wrong and everyone has an awful demise. And that's great.
In the middle, things also go horribly wrong.
They do. They also go wrong in the middle. It's a really interesting system because when you actually create the world you're doing it in, you use these playsets, which have all sorts of different settings and environments that you can do them in. And that's really good and really loose and fun and adaptable. So we're going to do that for you right now. We haven't preset our kind of world, but we're going to create that in front of your eyes.
No idea.
Right now. The only thing you need to play Fiasco is a copy of Fiasco. I believe there's a kind of smaller free PDF version as well online. I could be wrong. And the only other thing you need is 4 dice. I think it's 4 dice for each player. I could be wrong about that as well. It certainly is in our case, 4 player, you need 16 dice. You need to have them kind of half and half in some way. The book refers to them as like 8 black dice, 8 white dice. But for us, we don't have that, so we're just using different coloured pips to represent that. Or indeed, as John pointed out, hot and cold.
They're blue.
So there we go. Yeah.
God damn it.
God damn it,
God
Justin.
damn it.
Why yours?
So the first thing you do is choose a playset. We've already done that. There are 4 playsets in the main manual, and they're kind of suburban America, deep south town, Wild West, and McMurdo Research Station in Antarctica. And that is what we're going to go for. We're going to play on the playset known as the Ice, because it seemed fun and different, and we haven't done it yet. And generally, anything that makes a game more like The Thing is something I enjoy.
But a farcical thing.
A farcical thing. With like
in which
slipping up noises.
There's a good chance there won't even be
banana
a thing.
skins. Okay, so the first thing you do is roll all your dice together on the table into one big pool.
Oh, that's a high roll.
Oh yeah.
That's a high roll.
The numbers don't essentially mean anything, at least they certainly don't mean anything in terms of high or low. But then what you do is, another thing you might need for Fiasco actually is like pads and pens and stuff to define relationships and things like that. So we'll turn to our playset in the main book, which is the Ice, which has a fun picture that looks like that maybe you can see. You guys, it's just like an overturned crawler and someone face down in the ice. So basically what happens now is these playsets have sort of big lists of stuff, and we go around the table one by one, drawing a die each and using the number on that to choose one of these things. So it's kind of best to start working on the relationships first. We each need a relationship with the every adjacent person. So I'm going to pick those, and let's make these yellow ones relationships, I guess. And I'm going to... I'm going to take a 6 here, put that to one side, and there's different kind of, basically for each relationship or need or object or location, you need to pick a headline, and then after that, kind of a sub thing, which gives you more detail about it. So I'm going to say that the relationship between me and Justin, the headliner on it is soul.
That was what 6 got you.
That's what the 6 got me. So, that's me. That's one between me and Justin there. So now I'll pass on to Justin.
Cool, and I just pick any dice, do I?
Yep, Justin can now either pick the element of this relationship,
I already know what I'm going to... Oh, damn it.
Or he can pick a need or a location or an object to do with it. Or he can pick the headliner relationship for anyone else. It doesn't have to be something to do with your own.
I wanted to pick romance between me and Sam, but there are no 3s.
Oh, really?
So I can't be
Oh.
romantically involved with Sam. For fuck's sake.
That's upsetting.
Oh,
Just like
bollocks.
real life.
Well, I could totally be romantically with Sam if I wanted to. Or Sam wanted to, but I just don't think that's going to happen.
Oh yeah, I
Despite-
wasn't
despite
commenting in
your-
some kind of moral homophobia.
Despite
It would
your-
just be a nightmare.
Yeah, well, despite your fantasies, mate, ain't going to happen.
Those are surprised that wasn't quite.
So I'm going to pick... in crime. Now, I shouldn't really look ahead and expect
No,
that,
you
but-
shouldn't.
Because it might not be your choice.
No, I
that's
know
the
it won't
thing.
be, but there is ecological extremists in crime together. We could do that.
Oh, we could do that.
But I think I'm going to pick...
There aren't any threes though.
I can also pick another thing, can't I? But how many roll no?
Yeah, each so there's a relationship between each adjacent person, and each relationship also needs either a need, a location, or an object attached to it. Because we're 4 players, two of them need to be needs. Oh god, and then we have one location and one object.
Can I just clarify? We could edit your soul
Yes,
relationship.
absolutely.
It's not you two, right?
No, absolutely.
So-
you can choose anyone's.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick a life of crime between Matt and John.
Sounds fun.
Sounds good to me.
Or I could have equally picked a newbie and old timer for our relationship. I think I'd be the old timer, obviously.
you would be
And
the old
that would be incredibly fun. Role reversal for all of us and cathartic.
Yeah.
I want to mess with someone's thing that exists. Let's see what's there. So I got crime or soul I could go for.
There's some nice ones
There
with the
are.
soul,
There's
which is why I picked it.
drug people.
The ones who found the body.
Poet
is a particularly
yeah.
good.
Poet and Muse is pretty good.
Two of a kind misanthropes.
Echoing real
We
life
can't
there.
choose the ones who found the body because we don't have a 3.
Oh.
Or ecological extremists, which I've just
Yeah,
realised.
I know, we can't choose that one either.
Oh, locked out so
Yeah, I
much.
know.
Well, the last one is wild, isn't it?
The last one is wild, yeah.
Ooh, that's tempting actually.
Yeah. Why don't you read them out so we can all enjoy?
No, do you think we should? Okay.
What are the ones you're
I'm-
thinking about?
Yeah, I quite like the idea of you two being smugglers. I think that would be quite entertaining.
Me and...
No, this crime one.
Oh, yeah.
It would either be I'm either going to go for that. I want to mess with someone else's now, or you two, or you two as the only survivors. No,
Oh, that's good as well.
Christ. Smugglers. Yeah, I'm going to go for you two as the only survivors. So that
Ooh.
requires a 2.
That's good.
So you two are now the only
Soul,
survivors
the
of something.
only survivors of
Something.
Something.
Diabetes.
Ice diabetes.
It's diabetes.
So, I don't get what you mean by attribute a need, a location, or an object.
Okay, so each relationship also has a need, a location, or an object. If you flick forward a bit,
Oh, it's
So-
on a different page.
yes.
And then if you fall again...
And again, it's got like a headline and a sub one. And each relationship just needs
The
a
weddles.
need, or a location, or an object attached to it.
Okay.
And we have, because we're playing with 4 player, 2 of the relationships will have needs. One of them will have a location, one of them will have an object.
Okay. So I could
Do anything.
You could do anything.
do
you want.
anything.
Yeah.
Any
Yes.
of
Create a
these.
new one, create
Yes.
a new relationship, or add a need, a location.
If I
or an
create a new
object.
one, can I start with the need, location, or
No,
object?
Yes.
you have.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know you
Literally
could
do
do
Totally.
anything.
that. Damn.
In
Yeah.
that case, I'm going to buck the trend.
Yes, trend bucking.
Trend buckers.
Have you got to the...
It's my new 80s Saturday morning cartoon show.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
You're going to go
Actually,
time
it's
travel
I
with that.
Yeah.
think the relationship between me and Jojo has a need.
Get out.
Get off.
Get off.
To get respect, to get the truth, to get laid. But it's not. There's nothing between us two. It could be someone else entirely.
Yeah, it could be that one of you is trying to help the other one get
Usually
Yeah,
it is,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think, actually. To get laid by a visitor fast.
And remember, you
Christ.
just have the headline to pick now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means that someone else can...
Mess with it so much.
Yeah, because you could pick something based on something underneath it and go, oh, that sounds cool, and then someone else can go, well,
The wording is
that's
just,
not quite
Yeah,
what you think
this
it
game
is.
this game is so fun.
the wording in this is so nice. Just to get laid, ... by anyone, anywhere, to dull the pain. It just sets it up so well. You're just like,
To
oh,
dull the pain.
I think you and I need to get the truth.
Oh,
Ah.
whatever.
So this is between you two.
Why are you doing it?
Oh, this is us two.
This is us two.
Okay, sorry.
Why am I doing it?
On a blue one.
The
Because the
object.
blues a need.
Oh.
That's not a rule. It's just
From now on.
different colours help to
it's
indicate.
smart to do things.
Yeah,
Okay.
Put that
and then you
there.
put that.
So that's between you two,
I guess
yeah?
that's two, yeah.
Yeah.
And so the only relationship that hasn't been defined yet is the one between
us two.
us two.
Yeah, I'm actually sorry. I'm just going to put
Yeah, that's good.
Well, I mean,
Let's get a bit
that one
close.
isn't defined yet. It's just got a lead attached.
But you know,
to it,
but
yeah.
the only one that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
We need to get the truth. We have no idea how we know each other, but we need to get the truth
The truth about who's
about them.
who's biscuits.
Wait, no, you already know that.
I'm going to
Or do I?
assign
Probably do.
a location. Location to our relationship of the only survivors.
Oh God.
And the location ship is the
Location ship.
The location ship is the Weddell Sea,
Okay.
which I'm assuming is like a big flat patch of ice.
Just
Yeah,
Google it.
Antarctic.
Good
It's huge.
Google it.
Google it. Google
It's,
it.
it's,
Okay.
it's like a massive bay.
Yeah, all right. It's not your relationship, mate.
Sorry, you just wondering
And
what it was.
that's a 1. So I'm taking that away. Justin.
Oh, bollocks. I'm going to define your relationship as
Whose relationship?
I think
probably
ours.
your two as I've only had 3.
Which yours two?
You
Yeah,
two.
two.
Okay.
Sorry, this is 5 community tour guides. We need to get the truth! But I would like to pick a 5 for community
Interesting.
between you two.
Okay.
Community.
I feel like you and me need something. I don't think we need a relationship. We have something else. Need? So
An
we need
object, an
two
object.
Needs. Oh, we haven't had an object.
Yeah,
yet.
we need 2 needs, a location, and an object.
Okay, so we need
We've
one.
got a need and
The
an
One
object,
more need and
we
one more.
get an
Yeah.
object for us because the objects are the most fun.
Yeah, the objects are the most fun. A 55-gallon urine barrel, for example.
Alright.
That is the first object on this page.
Sentimental, a cricket bat. A Hawaiian shirt.
Hawaiian shirts, yeah. Oh, these are so good.
A symbol scratched onto the bumper of a Sprite vehicle.
What?
A can of potted meat stolen from Scott's hut. This is all under sentimental. That's great.
Forbidden. A lost component from the long-abandoned Martin PM A3 nuclear power plant. Damn.
Part of the southern
At least one of them is something like the shrine.
A shrine. Contains the Weddell
5
Gyre.
kilos of
So it might be that we're
explosives
stuck
and
in
a
a gyre.
detonator. 5
Hmm?
kilos of explosives and a detonator.
Most of it's covered in a permanent massive ice shelf.
Sentimental. A can of potted meat stolen from Scott's hut.
A dead seal.
Yeah,
Claimed by both Brit
I like untoward. So I'm gonna. We don't have any ones. No. We only have 4, 5, and 6 left.
We only had 1 and Matt used it.
Oh,
did.
we rolled terribly.
Weddell seal. See.
Okay then, I'm gonna go for a 4 between me and you, Justin.
What's that?
A weapon.
A weapon. The Weddell Sea has been deemed by scientists to have the clearest water of any sea.
You know
Bloody
map
hell.
where it is.
Yeah, it's somewhere. Is it? And so I was kind of like, what we were. It's on the left next to the massive ice dune. Like it's like
But you can still specify the locations and the weapons further, can't you as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the needs.
Yes, you have to. in
You
fact.
have to, yeah. Sorry. Oh, why did I close
Close
it?
the book.
It's got like 80 meters viz. 80 meters.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Well, it's 79.86 meters. But you know.
That's the wrong one, isn't it? That's not the ice playset.
Whoops.
I don't think so.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I did
that's
just
the
randomly
thing.
flick through.
Oh, dearie
yes.
me. The Weddell Sea is, according to testimony of all who have sailed through it, Bergsville waters, the most treacherous and dismal region of Earth.
Hooray!
The Ross
Oh,
Sea,
it's
yeah,
got
no,
6
flipping
5s
heck.
and 4s.
This does make sense then, I suppose. Lots of 6s.
We did roll a lot of 6s.
Another soul.
Cool. Bit of sea. Basically what I got.
So we are going to have a repeat relationship, aren't we?
Yeah, probably. I think Justin and Jojo have soul between them.
A weapon and
We
soul
got
between
soul.
Okay. now.
That's the only one that's had anything specified yet.
So do we need another? Is it need?
Yeah, we need
one
one more
there,
need
and then-
on the crime thing, and then we've got all the
Definition
headlines.
flip.
Yeah. Okay. Hmm.
Indeed. Oh.
Totally. Probably. Some of this stuff is so good.
Tell us.
Tell us, man.
Oh, I'm so turning this into like. This is so becoming some like Lovecraftian nightmare.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What is up with you doing
Lovecraftian
Lovecraftian
farts.
nightmares?
Yes,
Lovecraftian farts.
Cthulhu slips over on the ice.
There's 3 6s left. If I can get,
Six.
there's
Six.
2 things I want.
Six.
There's 2 things I want to pick for 6.
Actually, a Cthulhu black comedy would be quite
That's great.
We're all talking over each other.
But I'm gonna pick. Yeah, that one. See, the location I want to pick a 6 on, as a research dive camp with a hole cut in the ice.
Oh, good at that.
But I also want to give you two a community relationship of isolated co-religionists.
Yes! To get the truth. Yeah, that's the better one.
I'm taking that one.
Yes, and the need for the truth. God is the answer.
Isolated co-religionists. Oh my
I
god.
think you'll find that Cthulhu is the answer.
Well, we will see.
There you
We will see. The characters are still to be created.
Yep.
Can't put too much into it. Right then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attack.
Don't mess with the dice.
Get off.
So we need another need, do we?
We do need a need.
It's only 4, 5 or 6.
Well, I could put 4, 5. So 6 is get laid. No, sorry. 4 is to get respect, and 5 is to get the truth.
We already have a kit of the truth.
So we're gonna need the need of I don't even care. I'm fucking Matt, and one of you needs to get laid.
So you two.
Get laid.
You did just say the phrase "I'm fucking mad."
I'm fucking with Matt. I could.
But you did say I'm fucking mad.
That's still not okay.
Remember, if anyone else takes that 6, then we can't have the research camp with the hole cut in the ice.
That's fine.
Okay, to get laid, what are the options in there? So 4, 5, 6.
Oh, God.
Buy an old lover rekindling an old romance in exchange for something you need, or buy your sweetheart who has been strangely distant. Well, 6 is boring there, so I'm not going to get that one.
5.
I might go 5. Wait, look at the others. So we've got the Weddle-See. Oh yeah, that's your one. I'll probably leave that for you. Object.
There were some good other ones on there as well, to be fair.
Weapon.
Like there's an abandoned Russian icebreaker, which is also pretty decent.
Weapon, so we could have a fire axe, a 5-litre jug of aviation fuel, or a Beretta 9mm pistol between you and me.
Don't forget as well that the last die is wild.
Oh yeah, that's true. Need to get the truth about someone's infidelity,
Yes.
about who the visiting dignitary is.
Yes.
Who's that visiting
Oh,
dignitary
no.
with the robes?
I'm sorry,
and
I
the glowing eyes.
have to take the 6 here. Oh, it's so good. To get the truth about the locked room in B14142.
Where's to get the
This
truth?
one.
About the locked room in B142.
The locked room.
I don't really know how that relates
you
to
know,
what I
God
said.
went into that
1, 2.
room a couple of centuries ago, and no one's seen it
Look,
since.
let's not push this towards Cthulhu. Matt's going to be doing that enough as it is. Let's try and push it away from Cthulhu. I've already played one Cthulhu related Fiasco game in a Nazi submarine, and I don't want to do it again. I ended up doing all kinds of awful things.
God, we've only got 4s and 5s left. I really wanted to give you guys poet and muse,
Yeah.
but I can't.
They already have the
We already
soul.
have the only survivors.
Hmm?
We already have the only survivors.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Judgment
that
Soul.
would be good.
Oh yeah, between us two. Oh, that would have been
And
good.
remember the last one
Yeah,
is
yeah.
wild. And John's pick will be the last one.
Oh.
Doesn't bode well.
Oh, there are 5s left. Okay. Wait. No, yeah, it's 4 and 5s. Okay. Matt,
anyway.
you and I are government contract fraudster / investigator.
What?
Yes!
That's
Wow.
4
Government contract fraudster
/ investigator.
/ investigator.
So one of you's the investigator, one
So
of
it's
you's
catch me if you can.
Ah.
Oh god.
I love this.
That's
so
totally.
much. So yeah. What I like about these ones is when there's a slash, it's like a race to see who can establish himself as the other one.
Yeah.
And then later on in the game you can try and double cross it and be like, actually I was the investigator all along. Like,
Oh my god. Oh god.
oh god. You can find our weapon.
Mm.
It's a 4 or a 5. Someone's got to eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Or what your to get out is. Or to get later.
To get
Late. Yeah, I was looking at that and I was like,
Government contract fraudster / investigator also want to get laid.
Not necessarily with each other.
No, not, somehow you're involved with this together as well.
This is already fantastic, I love it. You can't play, James.
You cannot play. Right. I'm going to find the weapon.
Gallon of piss. Gallon of piss.
No,
There's no gallon.
That's not. That's not a weapon.
Well,
It is. However. Yeah,
It's
a
the
5
yeah, it's the
litre
aviation
jug
fuel.
of aviation.
It's the
Just
only.
a jug.
It's the only one that
Like, not
works
barrel,
for
just a
Cthulhu.
jug.
That's why.
I'm assuming you have to set it on fire.
It's the only one that works for Cthulhu.
You
That's
could
why.
drown someone in it, but
Well, yeah, you could douse the demon in it and
Yeah.
burn it alive. So you've taken the dice away, yeah?
Yeah.
Because there are 3 dice left.
And 3 people.
And 3 people and 3 things.
But is
So
it,
it all works out?
oh yeah, sorry, you're right. No, I'm an idiot. Soul. No, I don't really want us to be 2 of a kind misanthropes.
Oh, I nearly picked that one.
I'm not gonna give you. I'm gonna give Matt and John the to get laid by an old lover rekindling an old romance because it makes.
Does this mean that
perfect
one of us
sense.
is fraudster and one of us is investigator and we're all so old?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. It could be that one of us is the sweetheart, and
Yeah.
Oh, it's a love triangle.
yeah, this is a game
Yeah.
built for love triangles.
I thought I meant to be that one. So there you go.
So I can either choose our soul relationship or you're the Weathersea location. So what options are there in the Weathersea location? For a 4 and a 5, that would be aboard the Klebnikov, a Russian tourist icebreaker, that is pretty good, or the ATC hut at Williams Airfield, 16 kilometres away. Okay, and Seoul, what options do we have in Seoul?
Sorry, I was looking at the minutes. No.
We have newbie / old timer or 2 of a kind misanthropes.
You've been old.
I am the isolated co-religionist, so that would be a bit weird if I
That
was
would
a
be-
newbie isolated co-religionist.
That's true. I just have a hard time dealing with the concept of misanthropes. It's a word that I don't. I know what it means, but I just don't get it. Like
No, I
on
know.
a
That's what I.
deep
Yeah.
meaning
How do you roleplay that in overall? Yeah. I'm gonna give us newbie an old timer.
I wanted to give you poet and muse.
We could
That's
be,
kind of the reason I'm doing it because I couldn't roleplay that properly.
We could. Yeah, well, you could be Muse pretty easily. I could,
Okay,
I
yeah.
could write poems about how annoying you are. Like it's like.
Which means John is left with a location in the Weddell Sea and then a
Anyone
wild
to
die
choose.
to choose one.
Of course, we could be like newbie on the ice, old timer on the ice.
It's true.
Newbie dealing with gallons of aviation fuel, and old timer dealing with gallons of aviation fuel.
Burning people alive with gallons of aviation fuel.
Yeah, I'm a dab hand.
There's some good options.
I don't think so, really.
The diving one is good.
Newbie and old timer diver.
So does the location just have something to do with their relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
So presumably where we were the only survivors.
Yeah, yeah.
A diving accident. Sorry. There's a whole cut in the ice, guys.
Justin's a diver, by the way.
In case you didn't guess.
Weddell Seal Research Camp on the sea ice.
When the seals
A
attack.
terrible seal accident.
Weddell Seal Research Station. Research camp on sea ice.
I mean, that could still be a diving accident.
That could be. I don't think it'll work it in. That would be.
I like the idea of a
maybe-
genuine seal attack here, but you know,
Okay.
Genuine seal.
genuine, not a fake seal attack, a real
Not
one.
fake seal attack.
Maybe it was a fake seal attack. Maybe that's the fraud.
It was a fake seal all along.
It's the Navy. They're attacking us with Navy seals.
With fake seals. So,
Those weren't seals, they were torpedoes.
the next thing we do, all the dice go back in the middle,
Which they're done.
and now we kind of define our characters. I've got an idea for mine as being essentially like head of like biological research for the place, and also like the lead HR guy who brings in resource, like books in people to come in and handles the finance behind that and stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
So project manager.
What do you think a project manager is may not be what a project manager is. And I'm going to be called Dr.
Ice.
What?
Dr. Marcus.
Ice. Snow.
Oh, no.
Dr. Marcus.
Ice.
Dr. Marcus Steele. Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Dr. Steele. Justin, what do you think?
I haven't got a clue. I am the helicopter pilot who who brings people to the research station. And that's why I might have a gallon of aviation fuel. And
And you're the one who airlifted.
I'm
who flew us
yeah.
off the.
I think
sea
I
ice.
think the only survivors is the horrible, horrific helicopter accident that happens, carrying the whole research team back to the base after an accident.
Big helicopter.
Okay.
That makes sense, kind of, yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
So
I'm trying to get rid of the cat, but instead he's just
happy.
happy.
I've got an MSc, so in aviation
Could
studies.
you just write down your CV?
So you know, I think your doctor types. You know, you're always talking down to me, but Atticus.
What? Who the hell sort of name is Atticus?
Atticus is a name.
I've never heard that before.
Atticus Ross.
No, I've never heard that before.
Never read To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Well, I have. No, I haven't.
You have.
I've read
And
To
you've
Kill-
definitely heard the name Atticus before.
Their father is called Atticus.
Oh, I have read To Kill a
I
Mockingbird,
don't know how to
so I
spell
should remember
Atticus
that.
because I've never read the Gilmore.
Is it?
Is it the double
Yeah.
T?
Apparently I glanced over that.
Atticus
It's got a
Finch.
double T, yes.
Atticus.
No. Remember the last name Finch? Apparently I just...
Scout Finch and Gem Finch.
Yeah.
It's also the fashion label of Blink-182. Is it Blink-182 and Atticus? Anyway.
No, don't remember that. There you go.
So you are Atticus
Atticus
Okay.
Ice.
Jones.
Jones?
Atticus Jones.
Atticus Jones. I'm trying to give a generic name that isn't just my name or someone else's name or Smith. So I was like, but Jones is sufficiently nothing.
Okay, I'm kind of thinking like
MSc.
old hand sailor who's been back and forward to this research station for like decades and decades. He's kind of like grumpy old man now, seen it all. He's here every single summer and over some winters as well.
So what's
and
our...
knows
Which
everything
means that
everywhere.
you're relatively...
You're the new.
Yeah.
Which means that this happened relatively recently.
Yeah.
Maybe the first scene is us arriving back from it.
What do you mean? What do you mean with this?
Well, I was pointing
This.
to
The
that
location.
and that.
Yeah, no, I would have thought so, yeah, cool.
And I think my name is going to be Angus.
Deaton.
Angus Muck. It's going to be a Muck.
Ice.
Ice!
Angus McCarthy. McCarthy? That's a name, isn't it?
McCarthy.
McCarthy, that's the one.
You could also have McCarthy.
McCarthy.
Maybe.
No, McCarthy's better.
Okay.
Angus McCarthy. And I'm in the middle there.
Curious.
So I'm not part of the research team, which is why I wasn't on the helicopter. Because I'm one of the...
Oh yeah, because you would have
I'm
been
a sailor,
one
I'm
of the
staff who
survivors.
was there, yeah.
You would have been one of the survivors, yeah.
I'm one of the staff who stays at the station.
You can't be a survivor.
Exactly. So yes, that's why you wasn't on the
I'm
helicopter.
not.
You're a station.
Exactly, I'm a station staff.
Well, are you saying that the newbie oldie is about experience of the ice?
Uh,
Or we still get into that?
no, I think we're still getting to that. We haven't necessarily worked out exactly what we're new in. I know I'm an old hand at the station. And sailor.
I'm playing right into your horror hands with like isolation.
What?
I am.
I think we've moved away from that now, haven't we?
Okay.
I think we have a bit. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes.
I think I am a disenfranchised cult leader who lives just over the ice dune from the research station.
Scientologist.
Where?
I would ask, how does that work into this?
Maybe I've only just moved there.
Well, maybe the crime that you
I've
commit is
moved
defrauding people
to
about.
is it the Arctic or the Antarctic?
To escape.
Antarctic.
I've moved there to rediscover my faith in our Lord and Saviour Cthulhu.
No.
But how...
How is it going into a crime relationship? Because you
I
are.
thought I'd really set up me being the fraudster.
And I've just randomly appeared in a
You're-
random place with a cockamamie story.
So what is a government
I guess-
contracted investigator?
Ah, I see where you're going there. That's your cover?
And somehow I...
Your
Who knows?
And I have,
inconspicuous
I have somehow been
cover.
taken in by this fake religious cult of yours, and I'm completely enthralled with this religion.
Yeah.
Why the hell not? Maybe,
Why the hell
maybe
not?
that's a recent thing. Maybe you started going to these seminars.
Yeah, I now go to ways. Oh my god.
Every Tuesday
I went
out
out
on the ice.
Every Tuesday I rent out a conference room in the station. Talks.
This could work.
Oh my god, it's so ridiculous.
So you should be passed to something, shouldn't you?
So surely you are in the station, not
Yeah,
just...
you must be in the station.
You can't survive.
Are you like the counsellor for the for the research
Yeah,
station?
I'm the pastor.
Yeah.
I'm the pastor for the
Recently arrived pastor.
Of Cthulhu?
I need to come up with a better name.
Oh god.
Oh my Jesus, this is so convoluted.
Not like Fiasco at all.
How does it relate to Get the Truth? Oh, whatever. We'll
Get
discuss
what?
that
About
later.
the locked room.
Yeah, I know.
Is that where you keep all your defrauded documents?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Somehow I will have a religious epiphany if I ever get into this room.
What name are we going with?
I am the pastor of our Lord Angrad, Duncan Kane.
Duncan Kane.
And are you quite open about this bizarre cult thing?
I
It's
am
not
a
a cult.
pastor.
It's a recognised religion.
That's why I'm
in
here.
36
Who's
states.
authorised?
Why are you actually at the ice station?
It's a recognised religion in 36 states. I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
Brilliant. Okay, so we will... that's the setup of Fiasco. I don't know how we're cutting these episodes yet, so that might be the end of an episode. I don't know. But we'll break, and we will either see you in about 2 seconds for Act 1, or we'll see you in a couple of days for Act 1. So either way, see you later.
bye. That sounded really awful.